How's it going, BimmerTech crew? Chaz here again for another video. Today we're talking ultra-wide panoramic 8.8-inch screen. And if you guys happen to order the CarPlay MMI already, it's an excellent add-on. Stick around. Now let's get started. Here's a list of the tools you're going to need. Be sure to grab some BimmerTech trim removal tools. They're great to protect from marring up your surfaces. Something I'd like to mention is that this retrofit is only available for BMW F30s of various chassis styles, like coupes, cabrios, tourings, and ENTRYNAV head units. F30s with ENTRYNAV head units always have a small iDrive screen. However, the opposite is not always true, as you can have an F30 with a small screen that doesn't have an ENTRYNAV installed. To check if your car is compatible with this screen, type in your VIN number to your vehicle on our CarPlay MMI product page. If it's compatible, the screen upgrade will appear as an add-on, otherwise it won't appear as available. It's important to remember before working on any electrical components on your vehicle, you need to remove the negative terminal on your battery. If you do not have a 10mm deep socket, you can grab a 10mm box end wrench to loosen the bolt, or an adjustable crescent wrench. All you need to do is simply loosen it enough to wiggle it off its terminal. With power disconnected from your vehicle, you're going to want to tie a rag onto your trunk latch. That is, unless you want to climb through your back seat to reconnect that battery terminal to open up the trunk again. Now that that's set up, we'll begin removing the trim over near the passenger's vent. Carefully applying pressure with your trim removal tool, go ahead and pry it underneath the trim, rocking it back and forth gently, and if you need to, you can use your hands. Now that this piece of trim has been removed, we'll start disconnecting the cables for the caution light switch and the temperature control. All you simply have to do with both is pull them out. And one thing to make note, while you're disconnecting any cables or wires, remember how they were dressed in place so when you have to reinstall the equipment, you have no problems. Piece of cake. And now we'll start removing these T20 Torx screws. And if you happen to be using a drill, make sure your impact settings are set to a low break. After your screws have been removed, the screen should pop out easily. Spin the display carefully and remove this cable. With the old screen removed, now we're ready to install this 8.8-inch panoramic screen. Prior to plugging it in, I like to set down a microfiber cloth to protect the screen. Taking a look at the back of the screen, you can see where the OEM cable plugs in. Push it in till you hear a click, and double check that it's seated in properly. Now we're ready to turn it around. Remove the cloth, and seat the screen in till it sits flush to the dashboard. Now we're ready to tighten the screen down, reinstalling the two T20 Torx screws. And for those of you like myself who have previously installed the MMI Prime box, you're going to have to make sure to set the dip switches according to the right size screen. In this case, I have an 8.8-inch, so I refer to the back of the box that shows a diagram how the dip switches need to be set. In this application, we'll need to change dip switch number 3 to on. Moving right along, let's go ahead and reinstall these cables for the vents. With those cables plugged back in, now we're ready to put some pressure onto the trim and secure it in place. Slowly move your way back over to the passenger side vent. And now we can see this massive screen in place. Looks wonderful. But before we can really enjoy it, we need to plug the battery back in. Uncover your trunk latch. Reconnect the negative terminal on your battery. And just like that, you guys have done the install to completion. You guys are now ready to enjoy this massive panoramic screen. And once everything is said and done with the installation, you'll need to get the car coated via a remote coating session with our technician, as the new screen will not work until the coating is completed. Remote coating is included with the price of the screen retrofit. You can check out the link in the description for more details about the process. As you can see, the installation process was very simple, especially if you already have or plan on installing an MMI. The images look like it's OEM from the factory, fills the screen great, and functions just as you'd expect. I love how the colors look, the clarity, the vibrance, and just how much more of a bigger image I get to enjoy. Check out how great the screen looks with the wireless CarPlay going. Again, everything functions just how you'd expect. Now I'll pull up a YouTube video through the Android Auto link. And that about wraps it up, guys. If you're looking to connect with us, hit us up on social media. And don't forget to check out the links in the description to see more from our blogs. You can keep up to date on the deals we have coming soon. And if you'd like us to help you, and you're local in Orlando, pay us a visit. Or go online to our website where you can find the nearest certified BimmerTech installer. And more from us here at BimmerTech, where we can help you get your BMW perfected. Once again, guys, my name is Chaz. I really appreciate you for taking your time to watch. If you've got any questions, just let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest videos from here at the shop. See you next time.